Hello, light workers, indigos, crystal children, rainbow children, and all the above. All who are in this togetherness to spread light on darkness. They're not our enemy. If it wasn't for darkness, our light wouldn't shine so bright. So this time this time it's the you and I versus turn to bring upon light, a game of tag. Um, you start with a black background, then the light tries to put out all the darkness, and the darkness is all like trying to. They're just having fun up there on Earth. We look at this as something. Well, some I won't say we. Some people look at it as a big, terrible thing, but they get along rather good up in the UNI-verse or the cosmos. And then the next round is going to be a game of um, darkness trying to chase the light. Like you got these like you're gonna have the like these little light things going like this. Playing dot to dot, and the darkness tries to cover it. Just a game of tag amongst two children. But oh, and yeah. So, but on Earth things change, and in reality, what darkness means is just individuals who are not enlightened. So, ignorance can play a part in this, but once a person's enlightened, um, they become light anyway. So, but anyways, I'm going to share something. It was very windy. My wife and I were sitting over here, and at nighttime, and all of a sudden, I heard this frequency, man. That was just I can't explain it, man. It's between eerie, creepy, um, awakening, shocking, fascinating. I'm going to show you where the sound was coming from. Throughout the garden, I put mirrors. You know what I'm saying? Here's a mirror here, and we got a couple other ones, but we have this real big mirror that stands about, what is it, about 4 feet by 3. But I heard we were sitting there, and all of a sudden I'm like, did you hear that? And it was just this sound, man, that I couldn't really put together, because I never heard a sound like it before. And it was very windy. So I got up and traced the sound. Now, let me show you how this went. This is where we were sitting. I got up and started walking this way, just like this. And when I got here, man, I couldn't walk any further because the sound was like messing me up, man. It was messing the cords up. And I was like, babe, come check this out. And dude, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna walk towards the sound. And then I walked a little further, like this. And I swear, I'm not kidding you. I only got this far because of the sound that was coming from somewhere. So I went around and found out as I went closer. I found out the sound was coming from the mirror. Now let me explain what was happening. The wind was hitting the mirror, man, and the mirror was like vibrating, man, and all these like different. Man, it's so hard to explain. I'm going to use an example. Let's say you got a mirror, or a bowl, a crystal bowl, and put out in the rain, and then all the drops hit the crystal, and then it'll make all these different vibration sounds because the size of the water drops. So you can get like thousands or hundreds of or maybe 100 different sounds all at once because the different drops of water of the rain are hitting the crystal or the mirror, skinny mirror. So imagine all the sounds you get from like different sizes of water hitting it. Now what was happening here was wind was hitting the mirror with these different um, gusts of we, what I'm trying to say here is that since you can't see wind, it was actually hitting the mirror, and the mirror was actually able to catch it because it was a mirror. So what was happening is all this wind was blowing against the mirror and creating so many different sizes and frequencies of sound. My body couldn't take it, and I am not kidding you, people. I'm telling you real. Everything on these videos, man, I tell you real. But this time it's not an opinion. This just happened, and the wind was blowing, and I swear I am not kidding. I could not get close to the mirror, man, because there was too many there was these sounds bouncing off of it that you couldn't really your body had to feel. You couldn't hear it, but I felt it. Now when the wind stopped, I went to the mirror, man, and I was able to walk. When the wind blew, I couldn't get near it, man, and it was just this feeling, man, in my gut, in my heart. And here's a comparison. Imagine, imagine this is going to be nasty, but imagine a tub full of worms, and then you putting your hands in it and then picking it up. Or anyone who's ever picked up frog spawn, that's the feeling I got, man. But it was like magnified, maybe by like 100 times. I could not get near the mirror. And I found out it wasn't until the wind stopped to where I realized it was the wind. So then I went back to some journals from my uncle Thoth, or Tahuti. And I got these, and in the pyramids they use mirrors to reflect the light, so they can, see way down underneath the pyramids. They reflected mirrors, like back and forth, so the sun will go in and bounce all the way to the bottom. But there's also like a lot of the pyramids are like flutes. There's holes all in the pyramids, and I'm thinking, and my uncle Thoth is the one who designed these pyramids originally. I mean, he helped design the universe, man. And so we're talking about pure smartness and wisdom. So I'm thinking, and I remember seeing a documentary where they were saying people could not go to a certain part of the tomb where all the treasures were because they said there was a sound in there that was keeping them out. And I'm thinking this is what they were doing, dude. I think they were using these holes that are in the pyramids, like when you play a flute. I think there was mirrors in there, man, angled at the right position to where the wind blew through it, man. And I mean, imagine water drops hitting a crystal or a mirror. The vibration sound you'll get. But imagine how many times, how many times a wind. I mean, how many spectacles or whatever in wind, man. It blows through us, and the wind doesn't do anything to us because we can't see it. But when it blows on a mirror, the mirror catches everything. So the mirror was actually catching every single particle that makes the wind, man. This is heavy. And this is what happened. You all tell me what you think of this, because once again, I think I'm on to something. Indigo Messiah out. Remember, it's not the name, it's who I represent.